And greetings, my fantasistas, once again. Welcome back. And now we have the CCT North Europe Series playoff. Finally, we've got the playoff bracket. And I'll be completely honest, this one looks incredibly screwed up. Um, like the top side of the bracket is packed, and anything can happen over here. Starting from Saw going on an incredible run in online. Um, with the Let Us Cook, maybe upsetting someone, or maybe Fnatic just taking what's theirs and going all the way. Um, you never know. But at the moment, I wouldn't be so sure on betting on Fnatic. Um, for them, it's obviously again one of those events where they simply trying to get in shape, and before the major, they just gain some practice. Once again, right? The prize pool is not that big. Probably that's like a monthly salary for Fnatic players or something like that. So for them, this is just another event where they're gonna practice. Um, are they good enough to beat Let Us Cook and Monte and Havo? Of course they are. Are they good enough to go all the way up and fight the teams that are here to actually make the money, like Game of Legion? Um, I don't know. Maybe yes, maybe no. It depends on the maps they're gonna play. And what's happening over here, I have no clue. I think it's supposed to be Sinners and someone else, but maybe they're gonna update it later. Let's see if they update it or not. And no, it's still blank. So, this is the Sinners game, I guess. And who they're gonna play against? I have no clue. Maybe someone that they're not gonna play. Whatever. Mm, so the lower bracket looks kinda set, but I'm actually very happy to see that Voivoda didn't play 3-2-2 Counter Strike in a most recent event, and they actually played to win. And 9 looks strong, but who is gonna take the W in if they're gonna face each other? That's kind of 50-50. So with that said, let's just start with the first games, right? Fnatic most likely gonna beat 2-0 Let Us Cook. Then Monte, uh, maybe 2-1 for Monte against Havu. As I already mentioned multiple times, I don't really think Monte is a good of a team, but they individually they can still be on tier 2, and it's not a big problem, right? So Monte should be taking this one at least 2-1. Then Fnatic facing Monte. Um, mm, I don't see any kind of reasonable arguments for Monte to actually move past Fnatic. So I gonna stick with Fnatic. Most likely they're gonna beat them. And yeah, Fnatic gonna go all the way to the semis. Now, Saw against Sangal. This is the interesting one. Saw just had some experience and uh, actual decent experience in Pro League, I think. And Sangal, um, they are kind of stuck. And this one looks more like a chance for Saw to actually establish the dominance in tier 2, right? They should be good enough to move past Sangal. Um, Game of Legion against the Static. Um, mm, I don't know what to say about this one, to be honest. Game of Legion looks like a way stronger team than a Static, but it's online and Static are kind of weird team. Like some people saying they do 3-2-2. On the other side, it's a Zippel's organization, and Do they really need to do 3-2-2? Unless Zippel is involved, and I don't really think so. But they do have some questionable results. Um, in terms of game Legion against the Static, in this type of bracket, I don't think Static are able to bring a close fight, uh, which is why I have to go with the Game Legion. And the second game, Game Legion against SOA, um, purely based on individual level, Game Legion should be taking this one. Nothing to do mm, with the team play, just based on individual level. Game Legion going through and then facing Fnatic in the semifinal, which should be very interesting. And this is actually a chance for Game Legion to show what they're actually worth. Um, and in online environment, I believe Game Legion have a slight advantage. Um, so my bet is Game Legion going through to the grand final. For Fnatic, it's gonna be like good, like what 2, 4, 6, maybe 7 maps that they're gonna go through in this event. Maybe they're gonna even play 3 maps uh, against Monte. So for them, it's gonna be a good practice against tier 2 opposition. And for Gamer Legion, it's gonna be another one of those events where online they're gonna go very far and gonna fight for the W. Now, whoever is gonna be in the first game over here is irrelevant because Flames should be beating Astralis, despite the Astralis talent is actually doing pretty well. And yeah, and again, like if we're talking about Voivoda, like, losing 2-0 against Astralis talent, and then they performing like this against like Eternal Fire and all of those teams, uh, raises a lot of questions, right? Astralis talent, are they actually that good? Really? I don't think so. So this is kind of one of those results where it's very questionable. Double digits, no problem. But again, in double digits, losing the game, it really looks like one of those classic 3-2-2 scenarios. So again, um, Copenhagen Flames right now kind of gain in decent shape. Borup is okay. Ral's a bit underwhelming. Regali finally team is playing around him, so he's able to shine. And TMB surprisingly playing really well. If we look at TMB's most recent games, he had some really good ratings, which means they either adjusted the roles, so he's actually able to. Uh, oof, here we go. So he's actually able to show what he's worth, or what's happening. Okay, this one, not the game. Against Young Ninjas, here we go, plus 20, 147 rating, very nice. And against the Big EMB again, 105, the only player, and this game they barely won the scrape. So this was very interesting game. So TMB right now is actually doing pretty well. So as I said, right, they probably adjusted some roles, and he's probably playing that secondary star. Um, so Copenhagen Flames, and then whoever they're gonna face over here, they should be passing through and taking the semifinal spot. 9 against Nexus. Again, uh, purely based on the individual level, 9 should be going through. Hades, if nothing happens to him and everything is okay, he should be taking this. K is actually doing really well as well. Killa stepping in, Goofy is okay. Minia, well, just doing his job. Nexus, mm, nothing much to say. They just a tier 3 team. and occasionally maybe gonna bring close fight, but that's it. Now the 3-2-2 squad, uh, the whole holy grail of 3-2-2 Counter Strike. Uh, Brain Walker ships, Dennis Love ships. I'm very disappointed about this guy. He was very promising, but till this day he's playing these type of games. So over here, anything can happen, and anyone who has a grain of brain inside their head is not gonna bet on this game in the first place. And if we're talking about who's gonna move forward, um, it should be Voivoda. But again, right, this game probably gonna go all three maps, and all three maps gonna go double digits, and yeah, this is gonna be probably a pure shit show. But if we're talking about who's supposed to go through, it's gonna be Voivoda. Uh, that's just my opinion. Red Star, Red Star and Poison. Uh, I expect more from them, right? If at any scenario some 3-2-2 is involved in this game, I don't think Poison gonna be, I don't know, told about this, and probably players gonna, maybe somewhere overpeak, push, or whatever. So Poison probably gonna try his best. Red Star, I expect same from him, and Dreamer, Bubble, and Oxygen. Well, we all know what they're capable of, right? Not the first time, not the first team, not even the second team. So Nexus gonna lose. 500 probably gonna lose again. Voivode against 9. This is the one where 9 probably gonna win. But again, right? If Voivode decides to play and not to make the money, uh, we have a really decent chance that we're gonna see an upset and Voivode gonna move past 9. If this actually happens, then in a game against the Copenhagen Flames, I expect Voivode to, again, if they're actually gonna play the event and not throw. I can repeat this multiple times because it's very obvious at this point. Um, and I'm just not throwing the accusations. It's just based on pure logic and just watching some games and seeing some questionable moves. You know, you're probably gonna see the same. Again, let's assume they're playing to win. Um, Against Copenhagen Flames, because the Flames don't have much information on them, and there's plenty of material available for Voivoda to actually explore on how Copenhagen Flames are playing on certain maps. Um, Voivoda should be going through and actually playing for the final for the W against Game Legion. In which Game Legion should be winning this one. And yeah, it's another one of those where Game Legion has a great chance to win another event, like another tier 2 event, online event. But yeah, so with all this said, now let's build our team. Um, Probably the best filler player that's available right now, and you only can call him a filler player because, well, he costs 200k and he's from Fnatic. It's Fasher, right? So for me, the Game Legion has to be the one that we kind of have to look in. And Acre for 207k is a great option, as well as Isaac. Uh, Isaac and Chaos, they both kind of play in the same role, but Isaac has slightly more potential. And this is the second filler player, right? Now, who do I want to be my carry? Well, if I'm actually being honest, IM is a great option, which leaves me with 391k. And is this enough to pick two more players? Can I pick someone from 9? Not really. If I pick Minio, I still don't have enough money. 202k, not enough. We're going down, and again, as we see, Poison is incredibly well priced. So if I try to pick Poison, I'm with the 184k left, which kind of limits me a lot, and I can't really pick anyone decent. Which means that I have to get rid of probably Iron and maybe try and go for um maybe Red Star. If I go for Red Star and try to combine him with Oxygen, I have 210k left, which is a pretty good price. And that price is good enough to pick uh, our beloved Acre. Is this team good enough? I don't know, maybe. Is this team the winning team of the event? Um, Potentially. Mm, Gamer Legion, good enough. Uh, do I have any other options other than picking someone from over here? Let's just double check. Gamer Legion is on top of the bracket, 500. And is it worth to pick someone like TMB, MQ? Let's say I pick TMB because he has decent results. And what can I expect from this? Red Star with 118 rating is a kind of good pick. 112, 21 years old. Let's see the matches and what can we see? Against Nexus 164, 137, Illumina, Charles Talon, Les Cook, iNation. Uh, interesting numbers. Um, Now if we go all the way down and actually try to pick, let's say, pick no, pick the stats for the poison, and what we're gonna see over here, uh, questionable stats. Mm, and again, Red Star is a decent option, and since this is a gambling event, I believe we can try and go for this duo. Actually, is it worth to pick Dreamer with him? Matches 1.4, 1.5. Mm-hmm. Might be, or might not. Actually, the guy that looks like he just came out of prison, maybe not the best option. Um, and that's me talking. So yeah, probably the best option is to go with the Red Star, with Fasher, then Acre, and well maybe Isaac. And now I'm with 994k left, which means I have to pick either TMB or where's Oxygen? Or Oxygen. If we check the Oxygen stats, recent matches, then what we're gonna see: 19 years old, 1.1, 1.1, and red. Not really the best stats. So which means that because of that, I have to pick TMB. Um, yeah, I'm gonna stick with TMB. So, mm, is this a winning team? I don't know, but at least I am kind of backed backed up that even in a bad scenario, I might have three players in a semifinals or like two at least in the finals. But I'm going for W over here, so have to go with this one. Fasher on defender, multi Red Star, Aka sniper, Isaac IGL, and TMB on a support. Probably yes, TMB on a support level. Yeah. Now the boosters against Astralis Talent, quite a decent chance. Over here, most likely he's going to be on top of the table. Pasher probably going to be traded multiple times. Acre, 30 Bomb, quite possible. And Isaac assists, probably yes. So yeah, this is my lineup. This is my not original opinion again. And the Group D of the EPL is coming next. So have fun and good luck.